And good evening. Welcome back to the Hack here on the Highliner Activity Network. Valley City and Hillsboro Central Valley getting ready for the B Squad, the junior varsity game coming up here in just about a minute or so. And junior varsity, we were talking about this a little bit before the C Squad game. They have been playing some very good basketball. They have won 8 in a row. They come in with a record tonight of 10-5, and they are, of course, they have about one game less than the varsity does as far as games that they played. But of course, they added on those 3 games that they played over at the Barnes County tournament. So Coach Mike Lentz and the junior varsity coming in with a record of 10-5 on the year, and winners of their last 8, taking on Hillsboro Central Valley. Again, Hillsboro Central Valley out of Region 2. And we'll talk more about the matchup coming up at our varsity game. And coming up here at halftime of this one, we'll get you caught up on what's going on in Region 1 girls basketball. The first semifinal, Kindred and Northern Cass, that tips off here at 6 o'clock. And since there were no games beforehand, we know that one will be on time. The Highliners are scheduled to go at 7:30, but that game could be a little bit delayed because of the game prior to. So we are set to go. Sam Meyer, Jack Dieterle, Jack Samuelson, Aiden Burnson, and Mike and Matson, the 5 and the 4 for the Highliners. The 2 seniors, Meyer and Burnson. that played junior varsity ball. The tip comes down, and it is grabbed by nobody yet. Nobody has control. Finally, Hillsboro Central Valley in the travel right away, grabbing the loose ball and then traveling with it. And, of course, as has been the case throughout the year, you got guys on the floor whose numbers are not on the roster. So I apologize if you're a Hillsboro Central Valley fan and I call the wrong name. I'm going with what I have. Skip pass, Meyer, far wing. Even though you ask the coaches for an updated roster, that's what you get. Top of the key, here's Burnson. Burnson, right-hand dribble, goes pass inside to Meyer. Sam, through a double team, spins out of it, but he traveled when he spun out of the double team. Traveled the ball goes back over to Hillsboro Central Valley. And the Burros back to the way, half minute gone here in the opening quarter. Into the front court. Chase Happerly. Now back up top of the key, McRitchie. Here to the near side. Mueller. Back up top, Happerly. Gives it up. Mueller on the wing. Leshek. Leshek loses the ball onto the far side. Loose ball on the ground. Mueller diving for it. Has it on his back. They got 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dribble drive by Miller. Inside, layup, no. Rebound, Dieterle grabs off the missed shot by McRitchie. Here's Matson into the front court. Mikan up top, right-hand hip-high dribble. Off to Dieterle, far side, Burnson. Burnson into the corner, Samuelson. Jack goes back up top to Manson. Matson dribbling in, kicks it off to Samuelson, top of the key mark. Sam gets the cutter to Burnson. Back here to the near side. Matson, three-pointer from the left corner. Off the rim, tip into the hands of Meyer, off the hands of Samuelson, and the outlet pass into the backcourt. Saved by Matson, but no, they're going to call over and back. And the ball will go over to Hillsboro Central Valley. So basically, their junior varsity roster is their C-squad roster, and half of their varsity roster is the junior varsity roster. Here to the near side is Lashik. Lashik, jumper off the elbow, no. A rebound. Mueller grabs it, works it into the near corner. Mueller picks up the dribble, goes back up top of the key to Leshek. Leshek to the far side. Miller up top. Hafley. Jumper from 18, short. Rebound, Dieterle grabs his second. Jack will hand it off to Matson. Matson will bring it into the front court here for the Highliners. 2 minutes gone, still looking for our first points. Meyer inside, Dieterle. Jack, little baby hook, no. Rebound, Mueller clears it off for the Burros. Back into the front court, Hafley, nice pass, down court, layup, Miller, good. Wrights Miller with a bucket in the transition. And it's 2-0 up Burros. 5:45 here in the first quarter. Passing for Meyer, knocked away, and a foul called. That's going to be called on Hafley. That'll be his first. And a first team foul. Burnson will trigger the inbounds, but not before. Finn Doctor will check in. Meyer will come out. Finn have been starting JV, been on parent site, senior night. Letting Meyer get a chance to start here in the junior varsity game. Ball tipped off of Dieterle's hands and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Highliners. Dieterle will inbound far side. Brings it into Matson. Here to the near side, Doctor. In the lane, Burnson gives it out to Samuelson. And Sammy can't get it to fall. Rebound Mueller knocked away by Burnson. And then it was grabbed by Samuelson. He is fouled as he went back up. And that foul going to be called on Tyson Lashek. That's going to be his first, second team. And we'll send Jack Samuelson to the line to shoot two. So we're 2.5 minutes gone in the quarter. Highliners get their first points. On the free throw by Samuelson. Another one coming here for Jack. Right-hander sends it up. Good. Another but net. Couple of free throws by Jack Samuelson. We're tied at 2. 5:25 to go. Up top, Miller. Hafley in the lane. Gives it back to Miller. Oh, went by him. Mueller grabs it. Mueller and Miller. Here's Miller in the far wing. Double drive baseline. Cut off by Doctor. Miller posting up. Swings into the far corner. Here's Mueller going in with the right hand. Comes up short and out of bounds. It went off of the Burros. Highliner ball. 5:06 to go, and a sluggish start to the first quarter here in our junior varsity game. Game tied at 2. Matson into the front court, and he is blocked, and a foul called on Mueller. That'll be his first. Keaton Mueller's first. Inbounds on the baseline, Burnson. Aiden bounces it in. Samuelson backs his way in. Goes up with the right hand. No, but he's going to get a couple of free throws. Ben McRitchie was there defensively, and he's going to pick up his first personal foul, 4th team foul. So Samuelson back at the line, shooting 2. Free throw up. Good. A high arcer. 3 points from Jack. Second free throw by the right-hander. Bends and sends. Good. All 4 points from the free throw line via Jack Samuelson. 4-2 Valley City. Mueller in the lane. Puts it underneath. Hapley, reverse layup. Good. Chase Hapley with his first 2. They're tied at 4. 4:45 here in the first quarter. Matson, far wing. Cross court. Ball knocked away. Stolen. And then Miller can't control it. Out of bounds. And it rolls in the conference room. It'll be Highlander ball. 4-4 your score with 4 minutes, 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Junior varsity basketball, Valley City and the Burls of Hillsboro Central Valley out of Region 2. Pass, Doctor off the elbow. Try to get it back to Matson. Matson has the ball knocked away. Underneath, grabbed there by the Burls. They'll come back to the way into the front court. Right hand dribble. Stop. Hapley to the near side. Mueller, three-pointer. Comes up a little bit short. Burnson clears off the rebound. And he'll come back to the way with a left-hand dribble. Burnson Matson across the timeline to Doctor. Finn picks up the dribble. Down low, Dieterle posting up. Left side of the lane. Nice move. There's one way. Comes back towards the baseline and gets the lane. Dieterle's first field goal for the Highliners. And back the other way quickly, breaking the press. And the layup by McRitchie, but he's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Now foul going to be called on Jack Samuelson. That'll be his first team. McRitchie, 6'5" junior. Free throw. Good. Archer Kritzberger will come in now for the Burros. McRitchie, second free throw. Rattles that one in. His first 2. We're tied at 6. And there's a turnover off the inbounds, out of bounds. So the Burros will get the ball back. 3:53 to go. Here in quarter number 1, we are tied at 6. Mueller will trigger the inbounds for the Burros. Brings it in. Happily here to the near side. And here goes back up top to Miller. Miller, dribble drive. Going in against Doctor. Off the glass for 2. Bryce Miller with 4. 8-6 Burros. 3:40 to go, first quarter. Here's Doctor in the front court. Ball knocked away by Miller, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Highliners. That'll bring Isaac Thompson into the lineup. 6'1" junior guy. Inbounds to Matson. Mikan, top of the key. Pass. Burnson far side to Samuelson. Back to Burnson. Hayden dribbling in. Baseline. Wraparound pass. No. Right there on the backside. Matson for 3. Back iron too hard. Rebound Thompson. And he inbounds it. Saves it to Miller. Here come the Burros up by 2. Into the front court near side. Mueller up top. Hapley. Hapley left of the lane. Or right of the lane. Now gets it back off to Mueller. Mueller circles around. Inside the free throw line. Thompson. And Thompson happily goes right through his legs, but he grabs it. He'll start the dribble in. Into the lane. Thompson. Long 2. Back iron too hard. Dieterle clears off the rebound. Gets it off to Burnson. Here come the Highliners trailing by 2. Inside 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. Pass lobbing it in too high for Samuelson and out of bounds. Brody Rockness now will check in the lineup here for the Burros. Brody is a sophomore. The younger boys starting to work their way into the lineup here. Dribble drive, Hapley, nice shovel pass to Mueller for the 2-pointer off the glass. Keith Mueller now with 2. 10-6 Burros, 2:29 here in the first quarter. Burnson for the Highliners, far wing. Up top to Matson. Matson with the left hand, right hand, dribbling into the lane. Stop, pop, mid-range, no. Rebound to the Burros. Back the other way. Kritzberger into the front court. All the way down with the right hand dribble off the elbow. Gets it back off. Rogness. Hapley. Three-pointer, near side, Kritzberger. No, rebound number 4 for Dieterle. Albertson will bring the ball to the floor. Valley City trailing by 4. 1:53 to go, first quarter. Here's Doctor driving in. Left little floater from the baseline, can't get it to fall. And Ropenes clears off the rebound. Pass into the front court, far side. Kritzberger. And in a foul call, posting up there was Bueller, and a foul from behind. Aiden Bernson's going to pick up that personal foul. Or are they giving it, yep, to Bernson. Aiden will pick up his first. Second team. Meyer back in the lineup for Valley City. Inbounds into the far corner, Thompson. Back up onto the wing, Kritzberger. Inside, off the glass for 2. The easy 2 for McRitchie. He's got 4. 12-6. It's an 8-0 run right now for the Burros. Matson to Doctor. Finn, free line extended right side. Into the corner, Meyer. Back to Doctor, the right wing. Down low, Dieterle. Catch and release, rolls off. Rebound back into the hands of McRitchie. Burros come back the other way with a minute 12 here in the first quarter, leading by half dozen. Pass inside, McRitchie working against Dieterle. Reverse layup, good. 6 for McRitchie. 14-6. It's a 10-0 run up by the Burros. Inside a minute to go, first quarter. Matson in the front court. Right-hand dribble. Goes up. A little fade away. No. Rebound underneath. And is grabbed off. McRitchie had it. Dieterle knocked it away. Grabs it. Goes up and 2. 4 points now for Dieterle. That stops a 10-0 run. Makes it 14-8. Apley now all the way down. Goes up high off the glass. No, but a foul called on the dribble drive there for Hillsboro Central Valley. And Bernson will pick up his second. Third team. Chase Affley at the line will shoot 2. Rolls out the first one. He's got 2 points. Free throw up. Good. 3 points for Hafley. That'll bring Elijah Smallbeck into the lineup, the 5'10 junior. Game time, game clock, shot clock, about a 4-second differential. Doctor near side, Bernson. Bernson here on the left side, working his way in. Left of the lane, picks up the dribble. Gets it off to Meyer. Three-pointer from the left side. Sam Meyer can't get it to go. Nearly had the rebound, rolls off his hands and out of bounds. And the ball goes back over to Hillsboro Central Valley. With 21 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1, Burwell can go for the last shot. Open this into the front court. Right-hand dribble on the wing. Starts it. Goes up strong. No. Bernson rebound to Matson, and a foul with 3.5 seconds to go. Let's see if Micah now. That is the 15th foul on the Burros. So Micah at the line will shoot 2. And 3.5 seconds remaining. Free throw up. Good. Should be 15-9 on the scoreboard. They've yet to put it up. Free throw up. Rattles out. Can't get it to go. Rebound taken down by the Burros. Kritzberger. Half-court shot at the horn. Doesn't go. Their score at the end of quarter number 1. It is Hillsboro Central Valley 15 and Valley City 9. We're back with the second quarter. This is Highliner Boys Basketball live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. As we start the second quarter, 15-9 advantage to the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley. Ben McRitchie, 6 points, led the way there in that first quarter for the Burros. He has it now up top of the key. Dribbling in, spin move against Samuelson. Goes up and a long stretch, trap. So the ball will go back over to the Highliners. Tegan Zahn in now to start the quarter, along with Finn Doctor, Mike and Matson, Andrew Sikora, and Jack Samuelson on the floor for the Highliners. Zahn near side to Matson. Matson on the baseline, caught up there. Back up top to Sikora. Sikora dribbles it off his foot, out of bounds. It will be Burro ball. Highlander turnover gives the ball back over to Hillsboro Central Valley. Half minute gone, second quarter. 15-9. Advantage here near side. Leshik. And that one a high bounce and went up and over the shoulder of McRitchie. Baseline umpire was looking for some help from the two trail officials. They do say it did not touch a Highliner. So it'll be a Valley City ball. Here's Doctor in the backcourt for the Highliners. He'll bring it up. Across the timeline near side, left-hand dribble. Up top to Zahn. Zahn, Matson was cutting to the basket. Zahn's pass was behind him. The Highlander turnover will give it back over to Hillsboro Central Valley, but not before 30-second timeout by Coach Mike Lentz. 7:12 to go here in the second quarter. Highliners trailing 15-9. This is Highliner boys basketball live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Still waiting for our first points here in this quarter. The Burros with the lead and the basketball in the front court. Agnes, I'll pass off. Leshik has the ball knocked away. He gets it back in the far corner. McRitchie. Right-hand dribble up top. McRitchie hesitates here in the wing. Gets it off to Rognes. Back down low. Shot rolls and goes inside for Duffner. Duffner. He had 12 in the first half in the C-Squad game. Did not play the second half. Now he has 2 here in the JV game. 17-9. The lead is at 8. Matson, ball knocked away, and a foul going to be called on Leshik. That's going to be his second first team foul of the quarter. So the inbounds after we get some subs here is Isaac Thompson. Elijah Smallbeck check into the lineup. Inside, Samuelson. Jack, little baby hook in the lane. No. Rebound, Zahn. Zahn tried to get it to Doctor, knocked away. It's on the floor. Thompson had it, and he outlets it, gets it to Smallbeck. Smallbeck into the front court. Duffner. Top of the key, Thompson. Thompson dribbling through the lane, goes up with the left hand. No. Rolls off, Samuelson. Controlled for Valley City. Back to Matson. Into the front court. Mikan comes down near side. Past the arc. Up top of the key, Sampson. Thought about it. Nope. Dribble drive. Going up strong with the right hand off the glass for 2. Jack Samuelson now with 6. Highlanders cut the lead back to a half dozen. 17-11. 2 minutes gone in the quarter. Near side, Smallbeck. Up top of the key to Duffner. Duffner. Pass inside McRitchie. Back to Duffner. From the right elbow. 15-footer. No. Rebound to the hands of Sikora. Back to Matson. Here come the Highlanders. Down by 6. Matson on the far wing. That right hand, left hand dribble. He'll sidestep it. 3-pointer off the back arm. Rebound tipped out of bounds and off of Duffner. It will stay with Valley City. That'll be Jaron Reed into the lineup here for the Burros. Zahn will trigger the inbounds on the baseline for Valley City. Brought in to the cutter. Matson, he fouled. Mikan will go to the line and shoot 2. Foul going to be called on Kritzberger, his first, second team. Matson, 1 of 2 at the line. That is his 1 point. Still there. That one rolls out. And the next free throw is up and good. Matson gets 1 out of 2. He has 2 points, leads at 5, 17-12. Here come the Burros, leading by a handful. About 2.5 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Up top, Kritzberger to Thompson. Thompson up top, left-hand dribble, far side Kritzberger, and a foul on Matson. That'll be number 1 on Mikan. First team foul of the quarter. Dickoff now checks in the lineup here. Brody. He goes into the backcourt. Kritzberger. Kritzberger comes across the line. Top of the key, right-hand dribble. Bounce pass, Dickoff here near side. He'll go back up top. Reed, far side. Kritzberger, baseline McRitchie. Jumper, no. Rebound, Samuelson. Jack will get it off to Finn Doctor. Inside 5 minutes to go, second quarter. Valley City trailing 17-12. Matson, top of the key. Right hand, crossover to the left hand. Near side, Doctor. Doctor goes back up top to Zone. Lost it, regains control. Teagan, up top, right hand dribble, crossover to the left hand. Give it back up to Doctor. Finn off the elbow. Ball knocked away, is on the floor. Gets it to Sikora. 8 on the shot clock. Andrew on the baseline. Fade away with the left hand. No, halfway down, comes out. McRitchie controls the rebound, and the Burros back the other way. Kritzberger into the front court. Burros leading by a handful. Top of the key, McRitchie driving in with the right hand off the glass for 2. We have an offensive foul. A late whistle there on McRitchie. So he is going to pick up the foul. That would be his second. They're waving off the basket. So the Highlanders another chance to shave it down here, trailing by 5. Doctor to the cutter, Zahn in the lane, shot up, miss everything. McRitchie, no, actually hit the bottom of the net. McRitchie rebound. On the far side, Thompson. On the wing, Kritzberger. Watch there by Zahn. Kritzberger swings it off, Dickoff far side. McRitchie backs his way in, low left side. Goes up a little baby hook, no. Rebound off of Samuelson and grabbed by the Burros. Here's Thompson, he'll drive in the lane, kick it out to McRitchie, layup good. First points of the quarter for McRitchie, 8 for the game. 19-12, Burros by 7. 3:34 remaining here is a runner by Matson. Rebound grab by Dickoff, and here come the Burros back to the way, leading. 19-12, Thompson far wing. He'll go back up top of the key. Kritzberger. Kritzberger circles around. Runner in the lane. Layup good. Kritzberger with his first 2. Timeout, Coach Lentz of Valley City. With 3:15 left to go here in this second quarter. 21-12. Advantage Burros back with more Highlander boys basketball. Live from the Hack on YouTube and the Highlander Activity Network. Highlanders trailing 21-12. A 4-point run here by the Burros to get that lead back up to 9 as we approach 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Samuelson, surrounded by 3 Burros, kicks it back out. Sikora. Sikora back down to Samuelson. Samuelson on the wing. 3-pointer. Finn Doctor right side. Nothing but net. Finn Doctor nails the 3 ball. Cuts that lead down to 6, 21-15. Here along the near side, Rognus up top, Dickoff, inside Duffner. Back to Rognus, dribble drive, baseline cut out there by Doctor, and Finn will pick up his first personal. Second team foul on the Highlanders in the quarter. The Burros will trigger the inbounds on the baseline. Rognus will do the honors for Hillsboro Central Valley. Brings it into Thompson. Quick shot, left wing 3. Nope. Rebound, Samuelson. He'll outlet it to Matson. Here come the Highlanders, trailing by 6. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Second quarter, Doctor on the wing. He'll get it off to Zahn. Zahn right in front of the Burro bench. Up top, Matson. Matson gives it back to Doctor. Looking inside for Samuelson, not there. 3-pointer top of the key. Matson knocks it down. Micah knocking down his first field goal. And the lead down to 3, 21-18. Matson with 5-4 here in the quarter. Dick off top of the key for the Burros. Double drive, Rognus in the lane. Runner with the right hand. Back iron, bounces off. Samuelson rebound to Doctor. Finn into the front court, Matson. Matson flying into the front court. Tried a baseline pass, knocked out of bounds. One thing that I've been told, Mike is probably the fastest guy on the team. You watch him with that basketball, it is a quick burst, and he's down the floor. Elijah Smallbeck checking in out of that break. Inbounds comes to Samuelson, double teamed, pass back to Zahn. Zahn driving in, right hand, up and over. That is going to give the ball back over to the Burros. 21-18, Burros leading. 12-6 here in the quarter, though. Highliners have outscored them. With 1:40 remaining. Up top of the key. Dickoff goes down low. Duffner, little baby hook. No. Rebound. Duffner grabs it, goes back up. No, but he's going to go to the free throw line and get a couple of charity tosses. And that foul going to be called on Zahn, which would be his first, third team. Alexander Duffner again, 12 points in the C squad game. And now with 3 here in the junior varsity game. Taylor Middlestead will check in for Valley City. Rylan Buckholtz will check in for the Burros. Duffner, the right-handed free throw. Good. 4 points for Duffner. 23-18, Hillsboro Central Valley. 1:28 to go, second quarter. And senior night tonight, parents recognition. We'll have that between this game and the varsity game. Here's Middlestead, top of the key to Doctor. Near side, Matson. Matson, one dribble, back up top, Middlestead. Taylor driving in the lane, and he traveled. Took a little extra step as he ran into Duffner. The ball goes back over to the Highliners. Checking in Drew Barclay. We'll check in here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Into the front court, here near side, Kritzberger on the wing. One dribble, up top, far wing, Rognus, Kritzberger. Little teardrop from the wing, from the baseline, no. Rebound up, and Buckholtz couldn't get it to fall. Zahn controls for Valley City. He'll get it off to Doctor. Doctor ahead to Zahn. 45 seconds to go, Sikora. Sikora on that far side. Top of the key to Matson. 20 in the shot clock. Matson, Doctor, left wing 3. Off the back iron. Zahn grabs a rebound. Kicks it over to Middlestead. Middlestead wanted baseline. Caught off there by Barclay. Back on the wing to Zahn. Top of the Sikora. Sikora, his left hand in the lane. Good. Andrew Sikora with the bucket inside. It's 23-20. Shot clock off. Final 15 seconds. Burrows will go for that last shot. Near side, Buckholtz. Rognus up top. Right hand dribble to the left hand. Cross over the right hand, back to the left hand. Teardrop in the lane, halfway down, comes out. Barclay, putback is good. Landon Olsen checked that with the putback, and a half-court shot over. Half-court shot comes up short. Your score at the end of the first half, it is Hillsboro Central Valley 25 and Valley City 20. We're back with our halftime. This is Highliner Boys Basketball, live from the Hack on YouTube and the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Hack. We are at halftime of our junior varsity game. Valley City is trailing Hillsboro Central Valley by a score of 25-20. Scoring for the Highlanders in that first half. 6 points from Jack Samuelson, 5 from Mike and Matson, 4 from Jack Dieterle, 3 points from Finn Doctor, and 2 from Andrew Sikora for their total of 20. They had 9 in the first quarter and 11 in the second quarter. On the other side for the Burros, they were led by Ben McRitchie. He had 8 points in the quarter. Alexander Duffner with 4. Bryce Miller had 4. 3 points from Chase Hafley. And Archer Kritzberger had 2. Landon Olson had 2. And Keaton Mueller had 2 in that first half. And their total, 15 in the first quarter and 10 in the second quarter. So as we start quarter number 3, again, we'll have varsity basketball coming up here. And at the conclusion of this game, we will cut away, and you can join our varsity video stream on YouTube. And that's where we'll have the recap of this junior varsity game. We'll also have the Parents' Night as we introduce the parents here to the crowd. And we'll have that on our varsity stream. So as soon as this game is done, we'll step away, and you can pick things back up on our varsity stream, again, live on YouTube. Mike and Matson will bring the ball in the front court for the Highlanders. It's trailing by 5. Burnson inside for Dieterle. Jack double teamed and traveled. Ball goes over to the Burros. 9 seconds in, quarter number 3. 25-20, low scoring affair here. Runner in the lane, near travel there by Miller. He goes back behind Rockness. Now Miller. He'll go near wing, Ben McRitchie. McRitchie, left side, pass yard. Mueller inside. Mueller, pass underneath, up and high off the glass for 2 by Miller. Bryce Miller now has 6. 27-20. Burnson all the way down. He goes in for the finger roll. Can't get it to fall. And McRitchie had the rebound, but not before Dieterle fouls him. First one on Jack, first team foul. We'll go over to the Burros, leading by 7. Burros, their road uniforms are charcoal gray with blue. Numbers will be very interesting. Here's Matson into the front court. Pass on the far side, similar to the Thunder football uniforms they have this year. And at least these numbers will be outlined. Into the front court, Rogness down, Mueller layup, no, rebound, grabbed by Matson. Matson back the other way for the Highlanders. Mikan, cross-court pass, Dieterle. Big fella driving the lane, goes up for 2. Dieterle with 6. 27. Oh, how we lost points by scoring. Should be 27-22, gang. Top of the key. Here's Mueller. Butch McDaniel making sure the scoreboard knows what's going on. There we go. Mueller down low against Dieterle, and a foul. Reach in there on Jack. His second. I'll figure Jack, he's got 5 fouls to work with. He'll only be playing this quarter. At the free throw line, Keaton Mueller shoot 2 for the Burros. Free throw, good. Another one to go here. And a free throw up. Off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Dieterle. Here comes Matson. He'll bring it into the front court. Right hand dribble. Mikan, top of the key, Burnson. Burnson at the free throw line to Doctor. Finn gives it back to Burnson. Here to the near side at Matson. Matson, one dribble. Inside Dieterle. Double team there. Top of the key. Doctor, three-pointer from there. Rims out. Rebound grabbed underneath. And back to the way comes Bryce Miller. Here come the Burros. A little over 2 minutes gone. Third quarter leading by 6. Three-pointer. Mueller, top of the key. Off the mark. It's off the rim. Dieterle grabs his 5th. Rebound. Also lets it to Doctor. Back to Dieterle. Jack near side. Matson. Matson. Pass. Grabbed by Samuelson. Driving in the lane. Jack going strong to the hole. Can't get it to go. Rolls off. Grab Miller. Miller into the front court for the Burros. Far side. Dribbles it off his shin and off his knee, but controls. Pass. In the lane, McRitchie. Spin move. Shot over Dieterle. No. Burnson clears out the board. Controls. Now to Matson. Mikan for Valley City, back to the way. Give to the near side, Samuelson on the wing. Back up top, Burnson. Gives it off to Matson. Matson. He'll give it to Doctor. Finn, top of the key. Left-hand dribble. Gets it far corner, Matson. 18 on the shot clock. Matson driving in off the glass, no. Niederle can't control the rebound, but Matson does on the baseline. Skip pass to Doctor. Stop, pop, 17-footer, no. Hits the deck, and he'll go to the line. Foul there on Rognasbro. He'll pick up his first team foul of the quarter. And I think he'll say it is during the shot, so Finn Doctor will go to the line and shoot 2. He's got 3 points. With 4:56 to go here in the third quarter, back iron too hard. Another free throw here by Doctor. Finn sends it up and rims out. Rebound Miller. Here come the Burros, back to the way. Miller into the front court. Right-hand dribble, top of the key. All the way through. Layup too hard. And then Samuelson hits the deck hard. Loose ball tipped up. Underneath McRitchie. Foul called on Burnson as he went up against McRitchie. And Aiden will pick up the personal foul. That'll be his second team foul, or third team foul of the quarter. Ben McRitchie back to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 there. Free throw, good. 9 for McRitchie. And the free throw up, good. McRitchie with 10. 30-22, Hillsboro Central Valley. Near side, Burnson. Out of Samuelson. Samuelson, Doctor. Doctor right on the arc. Near side, down low, Dieterle. Double team, trying to get it back to Doctor. It was tipped and out of bounds. It will stay with Valley City. 4:28 remaining here in quarter number 3. 5-2, Burros have outscored the Highlanders in the quarter. Burnson inside, Samuelson. Has the ball knocked away. Loose ball picked up. Rognes back to the way for the Burros. Into the front court. Rogneson has it taken away by Matson. Matson going in, and then he is fouled, chasing him. Brody Rognes will pick up his second team foul of the quarter. And they call a shooting violation. And that will send Mike and Matson to the line to shoot 2. Mike and 2 for 4 at the line. He's got 5 points. Free throw, good. (30-23). Matson now with 6. And Matson now with a team high 7 as it hits the second. 30-24. Highlanders trailing as we approach 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. Oh, there's a pass, McRitchie looking for Mueller. Mueller zigged when he should have zagged, went out of bounds. And the turnover will give the ball back over to the Highlanders. Trailing by half dozen. Near side. Doctor will bring it up near sideline for Valley City. Watch there by Kritzberger. Low, Burnson lost it, regains control, dribbles in, bounce pass, nice pass inside Dieterle, and he got the layup. Nice pass by Aiden Burnson. And Dieterle gets the layup, he's got 8. And the lead down to 4, 30-26. Pass far side. And it's Thompson. Mueller in the lane, back to Mueller. Dribbling in, shot up, nope. Duffner grabs the rebound, or had it, lost it. Ball saved, Thompson has it on the wing. Thompson, far side. 3-pointer on the way, off the back iron, no. Rebound grab by Burnson. Nice job, Zahn, blocking and boxing out there. So Burnson could get the rebound. Now Zahn here in the near wing. Top of the key, Burnson. Burnson right of the lane, going in, stops, shot up, back iron, rolls off. Backside rebound taken down by the Burros. Kritzberger into the front court. Pass near side, Thompson. Duffner, baseline jumper, 17-footer, no. A rebound to Matson, and he is tied up, or a foul. They're going to call a foul on Mueller. So Mueller will pick up the personal foul. He's picking up his third team foul. And the inbounds. Here come the Highlanders, trailing by 4. On the far wing, Burnson. Dieterle. Turnaround, shot up off the glass, good. Dieterle with the bucket. 6 in the quarter, 10 for the game. 30-28. 2:40 remaining. Near side. Going in is McRitchie. Reverse layup, good by Ben McRitchie. 4 in the quarter, 12 for the game now for McRitchie. 32-28. Highlanders trailing by 4, 2:25 remaining. Doctor falls down, lost the ball. Duffner picks it up, pass right into the hands of Burnson. He gives it back to Doctor. Finn up top to Burnson. Burnson near side, and then he misfired on his pass intended for Zahn. And it goes back over to the Burros. The Burros will get the inbound, and Burnson will come out. Andrew Sikora will check in. And here come the Burros, leading by 4. Kritzberger inside McRitchie. Blocked there by Dieterle, and a foul going to be called on Valley City on Jack. That'll be number 3 on Dieterle. 4th team foul. So at the line, Ben McRitchie shooting 2. Good on the first. McRitchie 5 for 5 at the line. He's got 13 points. Sam Meyer checks in for Valley City. McRitchie, 6'5" junior. Zahn comes back in for Valley City. Dieterle with 3 fouls will sit down. Free throw up, good. McRitchie, perfect, 6 of 6 at the line. He's got 14 points as we approach 2 minutes remaining. 34-28. Burros by half dozen. Far side, Sikora. Baseline, McRitchie cuts him off. Double team there. Sikora gets it off to Doctor. Up top to Meyer. Back here to Matson. Matson swings it off. Doctor left alone, left wing 3-pointer. Off the rim, off the backboard. And then off of Ritchie, or McRitchie, out of bounds. It will be a Highlander ball. Highlanders will get possession. Mueller checks back in. Thompson comes back in. 1:42 to go in the quarter. Inbounds. Doctor, far corner for 3. Rattles around, no. Mueller gets the rebound, and the Burros come back the other way. Into the front court, right hand hip by dribble. Shovel pass, Thompson near corner. Back onto the wing, Kritzberger. Kritzberger right hand dribble. Goes inside for McRitchie. Ball knocked away by Zahn. McRitchie gets it back. Driving in against Doctor. Layup good for McRitchie. He's got 16, 8 in each half. Doctor now will bring the ball up the floor for Valley City, trailing 36-28. A 4-point run here has opened up an 8-point lead. Zahn, far side, Matson. Mikan steps back on the wing. 3-pointer from there, short. Rebound, McRitchie. Kritzberger. Mueller, nice catch on the run, layup good. 3 in the quarter, 5 for the game now for Mueller. And it is a 6-0 run, opening up a 10-point lead, 38-28. Matson tried to get to Doctor. Kritzberger fouled him. Archer's going to pick up his second. 4th team foul of the quarter. And Thompson will sit down. Miller back in for Hillsboro Central Valley. Top of the key. Matson kicks into the corner. Zahn. Zahn, a little up and under with the right hand short. McRitchie grabs the rebound. McRitchie starts up the floor. Passing near side, off the hands of Matson, and then they say went off of Miller and out of bounds. Well, the ball goes over to Valley City. 27.9 seconds to go. Highlanders can go for that last shot. Shot clock off, trailing by 10. Doctor, near side, Zahn. Zahn goes up top. Here near side, Sikora. Sikora, Doctor, lost it. Loose ball picked up. Here's Kritzberger in the front court. To Mueller in the lane. Little baby hook, good. Keith Mueller, 5 in the quarter, 7 for the game. 40-12. Half court shot by Matson comes up a little bit short. So your score at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's the Burros 40 and Valley City 28. We're back with the 4th quarter. This is Highlander boys basketball, live from the Hack on YouTube and the Highlander Activity Network. Well, in that quarter, it was all Burroughs, 15-8. They outscored Valley City. As we head into quarter number 4, 40-28. Highliners leading by a dozen, or trailing by a dozen, and right now it is a 8-0 run here by the Burroughs. They did have 1 point in the first half, a 10-0 run. Here's Doctor up top to Matson. Matson inside Samuelson, backing his way in. Jack through a double team, layup good. Jack Samuelson, first points of the second half. He's got 8. Stops that 6-8-0 run. Pass underneath, layup good. Off the glass for 2 by Leshek. His first 2. 42-20, or 42-30. Doctor inside for Samuelson. Ball knocked away. Loose ball grabbed by Leshek. Here come the Burroughs back to the wing with Kritzberger. Kritzberger on the far wing. Now back here near side. Off the free throw line. Rogness, far side. Leshek, inside pass, misfires. Then we're going to have a foul called on Matson. Or check that. Actually, they're going to call that one on Dieterle. Away from the ball. That'll be number 4 on Jack. First team. That'll bring Zahn in and probably Jack out. It is. So Dieterle will sit down with his 10 points, but 4 fouls. Inbounds on the baseline. Rogness will trigger it in. Brought in onto the wing. Kritzberger. Leshek. Back up top. Smallbeck near side. Dribble drive. Right hand shot off the glass for 2. Rogness first 2. 44-30. 12-2 run here by the Burroughs to take a 14-point lead. Burnson on the wing. Spin move in the lane. Gives it off. Samuelson underneath. Layup good. Count it. Fouled. He'll go to the line. Samuelson with a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. He now is in double figures with 10. And the right-hander with the free throw. Rainbow is good. High archer. 11 now for Samuelson. 44-33. Valley City trailing by 11. On the far side, Smallbeck. Top of the key. McRitchie. Back to McRitchie. Three-pointer from there. Back iron too hard. Samuelson skying for the rebound. Gets it off to Matson. Mike and now will start up the floor for the Highliners. Matson near side to Zahn. Zahn, bounce pass, Doctor, cutting through the lane. Shot partially blocked. McRitchie can't control the rebound. Is grabbed by Smallbeck and back the other way. Here come the Burroughs with Kritzberger. Pass underneath McRitchie. Left of the lane. Little baby hook inside. Rolls and rolls off. Samuelson with the rebound. Highliners back with Matson. Into the front court. Crossover dribble far side. Zahn in the corner. Back onto the wing to Matson. He'll go top of the key to Burnson. Aiden dribbling through, kicks it into the corner. Doctor for 3, good. Finn Doctor with 6 on a couple of 3 balls. 44-36, quickly into the front court. They break the press, but a foul called on Valley City. That is going to be foul number 3 on the Tuna on the Highlanders here in the quarter. Duffner back in. I think that foul was called against Doctor, which would be his second. On the baseline now, Matson's going to be called for that one. That would be his second. Third team. Inbounds, brought up onto the wing. Thompson, near side. Dribble drive in the lane. Stop, pop, fade away. Doesn't go for Leshek. Rebound grab by Smallbeck. Saving it. Nicely done there by Rogness. He has it on the wing. Rogness swings it off. Thompson far side. Pass in the lane. Duffner can't control. Picked off by Burnson. Burnson into the front court. Highlanders trailing by 8. Near corner. Three-pointer Matson. Good. Mike and Matson knocking down his second 3. He's in double figures with 10. 44-39. Highlanders have got that lead down to 5 with a 9-0 run. Leshek, dribble drive, going up strong, and we've got a foul called on Valley City. I think that'll be on Jack. You know, they're going to go on, let's say 14. Beyond Burnson. And Aiden picking up his fourth team. Free throw up, good. Leshik with his first free throw. He's got 3 points. Kritzberger in. 45-39. Free throw up, good. He's got 4 all here in the quarter. 46-39. Valley City trailing by 7. Doctor up top. Matson. Far side Doctor. Left wing for 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Grabbed by Leshik. And then stolen from behind by Burnson. Gets it over to Doctor. He has the ball knocked away. It's on the floor. Leshik gets tied up. And boy, then it almost looks like a fireman's carry. Nice wrestling move there. Everybody coming up smiling. Jack pats Leshik on the back. It was unintentional. They're both going after the loose ball. And we have a timeout taken on the floor. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Burroughs leading at 46-39. We're back with more Highliner boys basketball live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Again, coming up between games, join us on our varsity video stream on YouTube, and that's where we'll have our Parents' Night ceremony, and we'll recap the first half of this game, the scoring of this one. That'll be coming up on our video stream, on varsity video stream here on YouTube. So we'll cut away from this one when this game is done, and you can join us immediately on the other room. On the far wing, Rognus here for the Burros. They lead by 7 as we approach 4 minutes remaining in the quarter. Here on the near side, right-hand dribble. Thompson. Kritzberger, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Rognus, fade away, hits the front of the rim. No shot clock violation, but Doctor clears off the rebound for the Highliners. Finn into the front court, Burnson near side. Aiden gets it off to Matson. Matson back to Burnson. Burnson in the lane, Samuelson. Jack, amongst a couple of Burrows, is going to get fouled and will go to the line. So Jack will have a couple of free throws. That foul is going to be called. And Rognus will be his 3rd. Or is that his 5th? Well, they called the foul on Kritzberger, and it's... Oh, I see what they're doing. There's blood on the jersey of Kritzberger. That's why they have blown the whistle. Foul was on Rognus, so that is what's going on. Is blood on the jersey of Kritzberger, so he's got to come out. And with 3:45 remaining here in the fourth quarter, Duffner will check in. Samuelson at the free throw line. And Jack, 5 for 5 at the line. And there's his first miss. He's got 11 points. Pep Band going to be playing tonight between games and give us our anthem. Free throw on the way, good. Jack gets 1 out of 2, 46-40. Highliners trailing by 6 with 3:40 remaining here, fourth quarter. Junior varsity here on the Highliner Activity Network. Thompson, top of the key. He'll swing it off. Leshik inside. Duffner gets it to Rognus. Rognus, teardrop in the lane. Back iron, no. A rebound, Samuelson. Outlets it to Doctor. Then into the front court. On the far side, Doctor right in front of his coach, Mike Lentz. Wants baseline. Goes up strong. Layup is off the mark. Samuelson rebound, no, and he hits the deck. But he's going to get a couple more free throws. So 2 more charity tosses here for Samuelson. That is the 3rd team foul on the Burros in the quarter. And the free throw by Jack is forthcoming. Rattles out. After hitting his first 5, he's missed 2 out of his last 3. 5 of 7 with the line. Check that. Miller back in. Samuelson's second free throw, good. 13 for Jack. 46-41. We approach 3 minutes remaining here in quarter number 4. Up top, Leshik. Right-hand dribble. Going in, strong to the hole. Blocked by Samuelson. And he says, not on senior night, you're not. So with 3 minutes to go, it'll be an inbound for the Burros. Baseline, brought in, grabbed by McRitchie. In the lane, nearly blocked again by Samuelson. And this one was out of bounds again off the Highlanders. Quick update from the Region 1 tournament going on up in Fargo. End of 3 quarters, Northern Cass leads Kindred 51-45 girls basketball. Here's a three-pointer, Leshik near side, halfway down, rolls out. Samuelson with the rebound for the Highlanders, trailing by 5. Doctor into the front court. Finn dribble drive, baseline, teardrop, block, grabbed and out of bounds. Trying to save it was Miller. So the Highlanders trailing by 5 with the inbound. Into the corner, Doctor to Matson. Matson on the wing. Dribbled off his knee. Pass over to Doctor in the lane. Top of the key to Zahn. Zahn starting in. Stumbles. Down he goes. Foul call. That'll be number 4 on the Burros in the quarter. So not shooting free throws yet. Next one will. Burnson will trigger the inbounds. And they bring it in. Matson grabs it on the wing. Mikan. Far side, top of the key to Zahn. Zahn near side, Burnson. Entry pass right into the hands of McRitchie on the steal. Here come the Burros, back to the way. Kritzberger, layup good. 8 now for Miller. Bryce Miller on the steal and the layup. And timeout taken by Valley City. It's a full timeout, 2:14 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 48-41, Burros up by 7. This is Highlander boys basketball live from the Hack on YouTube and the Highlander Activity Network. Two minutes, 14 seconds left to go here in quarter number 4. 48-41, Burros with the lead. Zahn here along the near side. Will trigger the inbounds for Valley City. Minute gone in the fourth quarter. Region 1 girls basketball. Northern Cass leading Kindred 51-45. In Highlanders, they are going to be playing Wahpeton around, scheduled for 7:30. That'll be probably closer to about 7:40. Here's Zahn. Baseline, stepped out of bounds. No, he was pushed. Not a foul. That foul is going to be called on Isaac Thompson. That'll be his first. That is the 15th foul. So Tegan Zahn at the line will shoot 2 for Valley City. Free throw up. Good. Another one for Tegan. 48-42. Junior. Benson sends number 2. Back iron too hard. Samuelson grabs the rebound. Jack goes right back up, blocked and taken away by Ritchie. McRitchie with the block and then the rebound. Here's Brockness into the front court for the Burros, leading by half dozen. With a minute 52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dribble drive. Nice pass. McRitchie doesn't do anything with it. Kicks it back up top. Rogness for 3. Off the mark. Then that one went off the hands of Burnson out of bounds. And it will stay with the Hillsboro Central Valley. Inbounds baseline near side. Rockness will trick it in here for the Burros. And brought in here along the near side. Miller, top of the key, Leshek. Leshek has it. Back here to Miller on the near side. He goes up top here with Rockness. Watch there by Doctor. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Rockness shot. Good. High off the glass. Got it to go, and he's fouled. And that will be on Jack Samuelson. For Jack, that'll be his second. And now both teams in the bonus. At the line, Rockness will try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play, and does. He's got 5 here. 51-42, Highliners. Burnson into the front court. Spin move, layup, no. Rebound grab by Miller. Burrows back to the way, pass into the front court. Oh, what? He had 2 Burrows down court, Thompson and McRitchie. Thompson, I don't know if he didn't know that was his teammate next to him or what, reached out and knocked it out of bounds. So the fortune for the Highliners, down by 9. We approach a minute to go. Matson scoop shot in the lane, no. Rebound is saved inbound by the Burros, McRitchie. Here near side, Leshek. Leshek starts up the floor, pass ahead to McRitchie. McRitchie pulls up. He'll get it off to Rockness. He'll set the offense. 50 seconds to go. And 19 on the shot clock. And the ball tipped, and a foul called on Doctor. Finn will pick up his third. And we're already in the double bonus. Rockness at the line. We'll shoot 2. 1 for 1 at the line for Brody. He has 5 points. And the free throw up. Good. 52-42. Well, Highlanders got it down to 6. Just couldn't get that little oomph to get over the top. Back down 10. Free throw. Make it 11. Zena makes them both. Pass down court. Grabbed by Zahn. Baseline right. Trying to get it through to Samuelson coming through. Knocked away by McRitchie out of bounds. We'll stay with Valley City. 38.9 seconds to go in this one. Again, at the conclusion of this game, we'll be shutting down this video stream. And we'll join us on a varsity stream for the Parents' Night and a recap of this one. Shot doesn't go by Samuelson. And Rockness has it. Had it. Got it back. In the backcourt. And then his jersey's grabbed by Burnson. And Aiden, that is number 5 on the senior. So Burnson will foul out. And we'll bring Andrew Sikora off the bench. Rockness at the line. We'll shoot 2 here. He's got 7 points all here in the second half. Free throw. Good. Another free throw coming here for the sophomore, 5'9". It is up and off the mark. Samuelson with the rebound. Mike and Matson in the front court. Crossover dribble on the wing. Top of the key, Doctor. Gets it back to Matson. Quick trigger. Top of the key for 3. Back iron, too hot. Rebound Samuelson up, no. Rebound Samuelson, no. And then the ball is on the floor. Grabbed there by Thompson. And Hillsboro will dribble it out. Miller comes across. And the Burros will pick up the win here tonight in the junior varsity game. It's Hillsboro 54 and Valley City 42. So we're going to shut things down on this video stream. Join us on our varsity video stream for a recap of this game and senior night coming up. This is Highliner Boys Basketball live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network.